Okay, so I'm going to, I don't know, just go on a rant or something. Just talk about marriage and women, particularly black women, because I'm a black woman. Um, there is this push that women in the black manosphere, because that's who I tend to listen to, that black women should marry young. But it's not up to us to be married. Men control marriage. So if you meet a man who wants to be married at a young age, then plus, good for you. But it doesn't happen to a lot of women because a lot of modern men don't want to be married. So most young women they won't find a man who wants to marry them because most modern men don't want to be married. But we're expected to be married. It's kind of, I feel for you youngins. I'm older. I am in my 40s. I hit the wall. That's why the wall is there. And these young men nowadays feel like me as an older woman, they view a woman's opinion is valid only if you're sexually attracted to them, or they say they agree with everything you say. So because I don't agree with everything these young black manosphere dudes say, I'm trash. And because I'm older, I'm trash. So it is what it is, you know what I mean? But I'm going to just speak to my younger black women to be careful. When I was young, listen, this is a rant. I'm just talking shit. I didn't have this social media, internet thing going on. I was young, didn't have a lot of sexual experience, tomboyish, but still cute, but still, although I had the mentality that I should have children young, I should be married young, those things didn't happen for me, unfortunately, because of health issues of children, compatibility, marriage. I wasn't at that time marriage material, although I didn't have a lot of sexual experience. And that's the thing, it's important for men to have a woman who has a lot of sexual experience, but still they want a woman who doesn't have a lot of sexual experience. It's interesting. Just talking from my time, I waited. I was very much a religious person when I was young. I waited for that man to say, "You are a virgin." Oh my gosh. I want to marry you. It never happened. And I still had the sense enough to know that I cannot wait forever, especially since I had a lot of medical issues, for a man to say, "I want to marry you and have a family with you." A lot of men, when I said I was a virgin, were like, "Ooh, you're a virgin? Ooh, I'll call you back 2 weeks from never." That was my experience. I don't know how it is for people who were like me, like how I was then, today, women who are virgins. What is their experience now? Because my experience when I was young as a virgin, nobody fucking wanted to marry me. They didn't want to marry me. They didn't. And I was straight up Christian. I waited. So yeah. Women were made to have children, and that's just what it is. We're made to have children. Granted, if you have no other medical conditions going on with you. And if you treat your children right, they will treat you right when you get old. you know. Men, they are looking for women to treat them right when they get old. They have no concept of treating their wife right when they get old. None whatsoever, from my experience, what I've seen as an older person. Like men, when they're older, they're about women taking care of them. They have no concept of taking care of their woman in their old age. A minute few. I'm not going to say most. I'm not going to say all, but from my experience, most men expect women to take care of them. But the idea that they are going to take care of their women the way that a woman would take, like, we all get old. We all get old. And sometimes we can't get out of bed or something like that when we get old. Will our man do that for us, or he's gonna like ship us off to the nursing home? I don't know what my point is right now. I'm just talking and thinking, and I'm going to talk to young black women. I know in this modern times, there's a lot of pressure on you. You have to be perfect. You have to be perfect. You can't. There's no room for error for you guys. As a black, like every other race of women, there's room for error. For a black woman, there's no room for error. No room for error at all. We have to be perfect for a lot of our men to see value in us. I don't even know what the solution is, to tell you the truth. Like, if I knew now what I knew then, as a young person, I don't know what I would do. I don't know what I would do different, to be honest. I think I did what I thought was right, but it wasn't. I don't know how you guys are dealing with relationships nowadays, because a lot of these YouTubers, it's so black and white. Do this and this will happen. Do this and this will happen. Do this and this will happen. And I'm like, in a perfect fucking world, yeah, it will happen that way. If I could talk to my younger self, I would say, what would I say? Look for someone who is okay if you don't have children, who's okay if you try to have children. What would I say to my younger self? I would say to my younger self, girl, you tried your best. You tried to do the traditional route. You tried to get married. You tried to have children. You tried to get married. You tried to have children, and it didn't work out. And it is what it is. Don't beat yourself about it. Don't let these 20-year-old men nowadays make you feel bad because it didn't work out, like you did something wrong. You tried your best, and sometimes things don't go the way you want. But for my young ladies, young black women, and young black men, if you want to have a family, if you're just not into fucking, because I feel like that's all you people want, you young people want, just to fuck, and with no responsibility at all. So forget those people. For those who want to have a family, um, get off of YouTube. Get off YouTube and just try to actually genuinely meet people and get out of the clubs. Men, stop popping bottles. Women, stop shaking your ass. Just try to have a genuine connection. Try to have a genuine connection with someone if you truly want to have a family. And I feel like modern people don't even want to. They don't want families. Men just want to be. Men like a lot. Some modern men just want to say they have a child, and some modern women just want to say they have a child. But do you want to be a wife? Do you want to be a husband? And a lot of people don't nowadays. In my day, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm going to be a wife. I'm going to be a wife. Oh, no, I'm not. At this age now, I don't fucking care. Like, why should I be a wife? I'd rather have a companion, someone who is there for me and I'm there for them. Because marriage, in this day and age, is really not that a big of a deal. I'm ranting, yo. I don't know what I'm saying. I don't know what to say. My message to young black women, find a man who is marriage oriented. I know it's rare. So most black women are not going to be married at all because most black men don't want to be married. It is what it is. So for the rest of the women who can't find a man who's marriage oriented, figure out what's the best option for you, because we're made to have children. So they demonize black women for being single mothers, but don't demonize black men for not being married, because they control marriage. We control sex, so we're demonized for having children. But black men who have kids and not married, they're not demonized at all. No, although they control marriage, they're not demonized for not being married. So, what do we do? I don't know. Find someone who's family oriented. Find someone who says, I want to be married, I want to have children, I want to provide for my wife and my children. Unfortunately, finding a man in our community who says that is like finding a unicorn. So all I can say is good luck to you, young women. It's hard. It's not easy, but expand your options. Don't just date black men, because black men don't just date black women. Just find someone else. Just find someone who is compatible with your goals. Like if you just want to be having fun in the club and shaking your ass all day and don't care about family, I'm not talking to you. Shake your ass all day, do what you gotta do. I'm not concerned about your life after that. But if you're a woman who wants to be married, who wants to have children, who wants to have family, who wants a man also family oriented, don't just deal with black men, because some of them pretty much said they don't want to fuck with you. So get your shit together, get your weight together, get your mind together, and broaden and just date. all races, because a lot of them are just saying they don't fucking like us. And what can I say to that? Okay, I don't know if anything I said made sense. I'm just ranting, just thinking as I talk. But to all my young black sisters out there, you might have to move out of the community, move out of the ratchetness and stuff like that. You need to look for men who actually want to be married, whatever their race, who want to have a family, who want to provide for a family. I know you might be in areas where it's a lot of violence, and you don't know what to do, because like people are getting shot every day, children, women, men. It's fucking volatile, and you're like in the middle of it, and like you trying to gravitate to whoever is going to protect you from all this shit. And usually it's some man who is violent himself, but his violence is greater than some other violent man. So you're just going to gravitate to this dude because you feel safe with him, because he's more thuggish than this other dude. And I can't even say the word empathize with women who live in that kind of condition, where it's just violent, and you just like, I just need to be around someone who's going to protect me from this other violent motherfucker. So I get that. I understand that. Men don't understand that because they're not women. But I hope you can get out of just that environment, get out of the violent environment that these men are creating around you. So I get. So I wish I had a solution for women who live in like these ghetto, hostile environments. Because men pretend that it doesn't exist. What do you mean? It doesn't. Ghettos don't exist. You women, you're so masculine for no fucking reason. Duck, bitch. There's bullets flying. You know. I don't know. I'm talking a lot. I'm going to think more about this. I didn't think about this coming on. I want to talk to women who are in these violent neighborhoods, around these violent men. If you can get away, you could find a way to get fucking out of it. If you could, to get away from them. I don't know how. I don't have a solution. I don't know how you can do it. But they're not good for you. They don't care about you. I was fortunate never to be in, like, my dad was like, as soon as he saw the violence coming out in the neighborhood, he yanked us out of it. He's like, no, not for my kids. I'm out. But I know there's a lot of men who can't do that for their kids, or they don't want to do that for their kids, and they leave it up to women. They leave it up to us. They leave it up to women to lead and protect the children. It's our job to protect the children. For now, we must protect the children. And if you don't protect your children, you're a piece of shit. Not the men, not the men. I just want women who are in these deplorable neighborhoods somehow find a way, because men don't. I don't know how you guys can find a way, but I hope you can, and do your best, because women and men are not the same. And these men are trying to say, we are like, oh, you women are leading. You're raising these children in these violent fucking environments, And it's our fault for trying to do our best while dodging fucking bullets. I'm wishing the best for us women, because we're on our own. Ladies, we're on our own. I got nothing else to say.